We just got a raid from Natural 20s. Thanks for joining us. We're about to go jump into some Call of Cthulhu. What's the name of the one we're doing? Edge of Darkness?
Yes, Edge of Darkness. It's the second
Well, you just got
start in the starter set. There's 3 modules, and this is the second one.
Oh, it's cool. Cthulhu's second album.
Yeah, the difficult second album. And this one is more complicated too.
Oh, that sounds good. Now, first of all, I just want to say thanks to Garman Dude for resubscribing for 26 months. Really appreciate the ongoing support, especially since we've had quite a few weeks off recently as well. So thank you so much for that support. Do know that every little cent that we get either from here or from Patreon does go back into the stream in some format, either through the Roll20 subscription we have, D&D Beyond, the Patreons that I am putting funds into so we can get good maps for Caldera's Call. It all comes straight back into it. As
This
well as
adventure on Roll20.
this one, exactly this one that we're doing tonight, that got paid thanks to the support of you guys as well. Obviously our Sirenscape subscription as well. So every cent that you guys put in, it definitely comes straight back in. So thank you for the support. All right, so what I'll do, I'll hand it over to you, Shannon. You can tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing tonight and what the, what's up, what's going on.
Okay, yeah, very good. Well, I think before we do the scenario, we should have a look at your other characters and level them up a little bit.
Oh,
if possible.
Yeah, cool. Actually, I just realized I think I've got like versions of our characters specifically for. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, your character has got your character Jessie Williams does have ticks next to what they did last time. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I did. I think I went through and ticked them, so that should be right.
I'm not sure, Reece, if you ticked yours or if you did, they may not be on there. I can't see any ticks.
So I think
is it just in the character sheet somewhere?
So in the character sheet where it lists all your skills, anything that you did successfully, you're meant to like tick the little box or the little radio button.
I certainly didn't even know that.
Oh, okay.
My fault. Well, we can...
Using your memory...
Let's just do some basic ones. So let's go tick things like spot hidden. I'm sure you would have done that.
Yeah.
Give that a tick. Oh, yeah. Maybe listen. Did you shoot the poor man?
I
Did you
hit
punch him or anything like that?
Yeah,
you hit
him.
Okay, we'll do a tick on brawl. Into fighting, top right.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And you didn't use a computer or anything. So the last scenario we did was called Paper Chase. And do you remember what you did there? Because these are the same characters moving on.
Yeah.
So do you want to, like, 2 sentences summarize what happened?
Some old guy had been missing for like a year or something, and his place had been robbed. And some his books had been stolen out of his library. It's like 6 books or something had been taken. And we went over to the graveyard, the cemetery next door, and he was some kind of wraith or
a ghoul.
A ghoul, that's what he was. yeah. And
a ghoul.
And Jessie and Dr. Nevada were just bumbling idiots as well. So this is great. I'm trying to remember what was.
We slept underground for a while.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. You went into the tunnels where the ghouls come out.
And just had to sleep. Yeah.
Ill-advised.
Yes. Yeah. And
he survived.
It's made me realize it's way more about solving a mystery than it is about being like a big, powerful hero.
Yeah. And in some way, sometimes I don't think... Sometimes you can't really solve stuff as well, but you will survive, maybe?
Right.
It's something, you know. You take your wins where you can.
There's a lot of A lot of dropping stuff and screaming, I think, towards the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And did you take sanity damage?
Yes. Yeah, I lost
Yep.
7 points of sanity.
Okay.
I lost 1.
Well, that's
Damn,
pretty
that's
good.
all right.
7. Okay, so what we'll do first is we'll start with Jesse Williams.
Okay.
You're the history student. Well, let's just say who they are. So if you go to bio and info, this is important.
I've got no information in the bio and info section.
Oh, I can see some.
It's completely empty for me. Is it in the DMs only section?
Shouldn't be. You know, because you got the character sheet, bio info, attributes, and abilities. Is that empty?
Empty for me too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, only visible GM. How do you change that?
How about backstory tab?
Oh,
on
the
main
backstory tab. That's the good one.
I can see stuff in there.
Oh, has that got like youthful and bright-eyed, wears fashionable clothing, that sort of thing for Jesse?
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay, yeah. So do you want to just rattle that off so we know what your character's like?
Yeah. Jesse is youthful and bright-eyed, wears fashionable clothing. I did gender swap Jesse over to being a guy. He's 20 years old, strong faith in God, having been raised in the church by his mother. His mother, Joyce, he writes to every week. Her
That's your significant people.
Yeah, significant people was his mum. Meaningful location is his mum's home in Boston, where the best possible food is served. And he's got his father's pocket Bible as his treasured possession. And he's a bit of a risk taker, likes to be in the middle of the action.
Risk taker, okay.
Like sleeping in underground.
And those things are important because, you know, like your treasured possession and stuff, they're especially important if you go insane.
Oh, okay.
They can, like, if you go like indefinitely insane and things, those can actually change. Like your significant people might change, or, you know,
to being a ghoul or something.
No, like you might get a phobia of them or something like that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be the worst case scenarios, like,
right.
I suppose. Okay, so for Jesse, then we'll go through and tick these boxes.
Yeah, so I succeeded on charm. That was with that older lady that we managed to get some info.
Oh, that's right.
So what do we do here for leveling it up?
So roll a D100, and if you fail the roll, basically, then you succeed.
Okay.
Even the rolls are insane. In this game.
Yeah. Meaning that if you're really good at something, it's harder for you to level it up. That's all.
All right. Well, I got a 35 versus what I've got there is 50.
So you don't get to level that up. So, because if you succeed at something that is, you know, let's say you got a success on climb, and you've only got a 20 for it.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. You get a tick next to that, and now is a chance, like, you're more likely to be able to level that up. Whereas if you did a success on climb and you've got 95, you're always succeeding at it.
Right. Yeah.
You're probably not going to level up. You know,
Gotcha.
Otherwise it'd become 100 or something real quick.
Yeah. Okay, so
what else do you got?
I'll untick charm now. Intimidate. I succeeded on intimidating someone.
Oh, and that's only got a 15.
Yeah, so I hopefully should get something lower. 66. I get to boost that.
All right.
How much do I boost it by?
I believe you roll a D10.
1d10. All right.
Get a 1.
It's a 2. All right, so I bumped that up to 17.
Well,
okay, that's
better
okay.
than what was being called for.
Yeah.
Well,
Psychology, I got a 50. So it's a heads or tails really here. It's a 44, so I don't boost that one.
Boo.
Spot hidden, it's another D100 there it's a 50. 39, so that's not a boost either. This is I'm really feeling leveled up here tonight. This is
Can you get negative numbers?
yeah. That's it. That's all the ones I had ticked.
Okay, well, and let's deal with your luck.
Oh, my luck. That's right, because we spent a bit of luck last time.
Yeah, just roll a D10. I don't know if that's exactly how you do it.
Okay, well,
I think that's how you do it.
I just got that. Actually, I might pop that.
I mean, it's a generous way of doing it.
I'm just gonna. What am I doing here? Pop that out. What do I roll? A 4.
Oh yeah.
So do I just add 4 back onto my luck? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I spending luck. I did do it. Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's right.
No,
we
sorry.
intimidated
Wait.
the old drunk caretaker. I think you succeeded on that as well.
I should have got you to roll a D100 for your luck. So
oh,
if you
okay.
get...
I'll take off that 4. So we're rolling a D100. Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense. You don't just get D10 every time.
I ran 2.
Yeah, an extreme success. That was so you don't get any luck points.
Okay, good.
Just keep rolling like this when you're playing.
Yeah.
And sanity. Let's. There's a bunch of complicated ways of recovering it, but we have to go role play a psychoanalysis and etc. But I think we don't really have time. So
we don't have to have this finished by. We don't have to have this finished by tonight, by the way, because it sounds like we may do this next week as well.
We won't finish this, I don't think.
Okay, cool. So,
but
psychoanalyze.
Let's say that. Well, how rich are you?
He's like a student, so probably not
from
very
a rich family, or what's your credit rating there? 40.
Rating. Where's that?
Just under computer use. Credit rating.
Oh, right.
40. So
yeah, 40.
It's kind of average. So I'm going to say that you can't really afford private care.
Sense.
That's the best one-on-one. So we'll do self-help.
Yep.
So just roll a d6. Oh, roll a d100.
Okay, that's a big jump up from a d6.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just see.
70.
Okay, so I think.
Is this when I needed a 2 or something?
I think that's when you needed it to be low, but just roll a d6. Okay.
Are you making this up, or is this?
This is how much damage you take.
Yeah.
And you died during the level up.
Yeah. It's a 4.
The truth is, it's all made up. Okay. All right. Add that on. A 4 was it?
Yeah. So I add that onto my sanity.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you're just making that up, but I'm fine with that.
Well, that's the impression I want you to give, but really, I know all the rules.
Okay. Good. So I'm back at 47 of my 50 sanity. So I'm still a little unhinged.
Max, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a big adventure last time, but if we did a big adventure, then we'd go you go month by month for recovery and stuff, but you didn't even go temporarily. Oh, you don't go indefinitely insane.
No, so. I went temporarily insane.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, that's you.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Cool.
Well done.
Thank you.
Let's go. Can you please read Dr. Nevada Jones's bio and info or background?
Yeah, sure. So Dr. Nevada Jones, his personal description, he's handsome, a little rough around the edges, below average height, wears a suit when necessary, but prefers more casual attire. He has a strong love for history and ancient cultures. He wants to make a name for himself by finding lost treasures.
That's his ideology and beliefs, isn't it?
Significant people. His father, Frank Jones, whose own discoveries made him famous. Nevada feels overshadowed by his father.
Oh.
Meaningful locations, a bar where strong drinks are sold and he can forget his troubles.
Okay.
Treasured possessions, a St. Christopher's medallion, which he believes is good luck. And traits, reckless, tends to jump in feet first before thinking.
You're both kind of reckless by the sounds of it.
Well, yep. Yeah, I think we both really pushed that last time.
Yeah.
So.
You pushed your rolls.
Knock on the door? No, just bowl straight in.
Yeah.
I kicked the window in. Well, I mean, that does sound like I saw the latest Nevada Jones movie on the weekend.
Oh.
And that sounds like causing chaos. All right. So let's have a look at your skills. Was there another one that we missed? Was it charm or something like that, or intimidate?
I think intimidate. I think you should tick intimidate as well.
Okay, yeah.
Ticked.
Okay, so roll what you got there.
So I've got intimidate, listen, spot hidden, and brawl.
Okay. Roll intimidate.
So that's D100?
Yep. And you want to get above your score of 15 there.
Okay. I got a 99.
Wait,
Whoa.
that's good, right?
That is good. That's the only time that is good in this game.
Yeah.
So roll a d10 and then add that to your score of 15 for intimidate. You'd be more intimidating.
I got a 6. So going from 15 to a 21.
Nice.
Go up to edit. Go up to top of the character sheet. Go edit mode.
Cool.
Yeah, you're trying to intimidate me there 3 times in a row.
And do I untick intimidate now?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And if you do any rolls and they're successful while we're playing this adventure, you tick it, unless you use luck.
Then it doesn't count. Okay. Next up, I've got listen. So I roll a D100 for that sucker.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 100.
You know, normally that would be catastrophic.
That's coming in a few minutes. So I roll a D10 and I got a 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my 20 becomes a 21 for listening. I got a little bit of earwax just out of the lefty. And it's feeling much better now.
Good.
The listening has improved.
Spot hidden, D100, 7. And I had 50 in there, so I guess that's cataract's still active.
Yeah.
And brawl, D100 for brawl.
You got a score of 50 there.
Yeah, I rolled a 43, so that's a 1. Wow.
Damn.
Leveling up sucks in this game.
Well, normally you would be able to roll over a 20 if you've got a 20 or something, or 50.
Yeah.
But you guys are rolling too well.
Yeah.
Okay, for your luck, roll a D100 and you want to get above 47.
Okay. 31.
Okay, sanity.
I've got 49 of 50 sanity hamburgers.
Well, let's say you actually want to get, I'll just say above, whatever.
Above 49 on the D100, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be below, but we'll be consistent for this round.
Okay. 69.
Okay.
That's
and you've only lost
sanity
one, so
improvement.
bump it up to your max of 50.
Okay.
Nice.
500.
Reece, just in roll 20, can you go up to the little settings cog, go to the dice options and just enable 3D dice, just so the viewers can see your dice rolls?
Yeah, good idea.
Cool.
3D.
Let's test that out with a D100.
Yeah.
Avatar dice.
There we go.
And that worked?
Yeah, perfect.
Nice.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you might have to turn
I'm
it
on the wrong one.
Yeah.
Can you guys move your tokens?
Yeah.
Let's have a
You
look.
can.
I can.
I put them on there and I've succeeded. I find it all very confusing. Roll 20.
Does our health go up at all, maybe?
Oh, your HP?
Yeah.
Just put that back to normal. We'll say that's been like, it's been about 3 months since your adventure in the ghouls things, caves, etc.
So our max HP stays as it was, is that right?
Yes, I think it does.
Okay.
Unless, I'm sure there's probably a way to work out, etc.
Okay.
And you can increase things, but you can go to school, etc. in your downtime.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So if you guys survive this,
Yeah.
don't count on it.
What was the name of the group that we were a part of? There was a specific...
Yeah.
Good timing. So you are you're investigators from the Society for the Exploration of the Unexplained, the SEU.
The SEU. Okay.
And you find yourself at the moment in a meeting for the Society for the Exploration of the Unexplained in the Miskatonic University right now. So you're in it's a small group of, it looks like Alcoholics Anonymous or something. All sorts of people there. Some disheveled, some are even, professors and things. And you're all sitting around. By the way, we're starting the adventure.
Okay, all right, we're starting.
We'll move on to the scenario now. So you're having a SEU meeting, all right? And I don't know how forthcoming you guys will be about what happened to you. You were sent by the SEU on your last scenario to go and find out what was happening with this missing books and stuff by someone who knew the SEU. And you had a run-in with ghouls. I don't know if you're the sort of characters that would hold it in or report back or what.
From memory, Nevada was the more senior of the two and had been working with the SEU longer as well. So I don't know what Nevada would do, but Jessie has probably like compartmentalized like what happened, and it's just like, there's probably like a rational answer or reason to what happened. I just don't know what it was, but it can't be that someone was actually like living dead under the ground. So I think he's kind of tried to move past it. It's just an unknown to him.
Okay. So is that what you would report to the SEU? Because they're all keen to find out. They heard glowing reviews from the man who reported the books missing, that there's been no more break-ins, but he didn't get his books back. But he's moved on with his life at least. And so you would not say that you saw a ghoul, is that right?
I'd probably rely more on what Nevada has reported back, and so let's go with what Nevada might have spoken about.
Yeah, I think Nevada would be a little bit conflicted around it, like having contact with that sort of level of unexplainedness, I think, is what he's going for and sort of why he's all involved, but he doesn't feel like he handled it particularly well. Like he didn't come away with some sweet artifact or proof or anything like that. So he's going to, I guess, describe all of the mundane parts of the investigation and the bits that they did well that he'll sort of describe. But when it comes to the otherworldliness of it, he might abridge some of that detail and be like, I'll cover that up in my memoirs at a later time, hoping that he'll have some future discovery that he can then cash in on in future detail.
Maybe Jessie was like, we ended up finding the guy and he was living underground in the cemetery, which is like super disgusting and weird, and we couldn't reason him out of it, so we thought it was best just to leave him there.
Oh, okay. Well, some people are very interested by this and they're writing notes, living underground. So you're saying that you can't explain it?
Definitely parts of that I don't know if I'm remembering right. I hate to say it, but there was a lot of screaming and dropping things.
No, that's understandable. I mean, that happens. There's a lot of... I've screamed and dropped things in the past. I mean, this is the Society for the Exploration of the Unexplained, and you've left it unexplained.
That's good. If we can end it unexplained, it's almost perfect. We don't want to explain it.
We would have an explanation, but it's understandable that it's unexplained.
Yeah, we'd go against the group if we actually found an explanation. Really.
Well, it would be nice if someone came back with an explanation at some point.
Nevada's going to pipe up and be like, pretty sure there was lots of drugs involved.
That's right. That's
so
right. I do remember that.
That was definitely happening. It was very dark. There was people who'd been on substance abuse. We knew that we had to fulfill our investigation and look after the man. And we did that. Young guy here did a
Jessie.
great job.
Thank you.
Jessie.
Yeah.
And I think the request for our consortium of great minds was well worth our effort. And I'm sure in subsequent years, our writings will reflect that.
And I think Jesse's going to go, oh, actually, I did bring one thing. And he unzips his bag at his side and pulls out the shirt that he was wearing that night. And he's like, and it's got like this kind of moss on it. And he says, this glows in the dark. This is the one thing that we could get from it. There's the weird moss kind of algae that glows in the dark. I don't know if there's anything we can do with that. And he just throws that down into the middle of the circle.
And it stinks.
It hasn't been washed yet. It's been 3 months.
It smells of the grave.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah.
It's grave mold.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. So, people reel back a little bit, but they are, while squinting, suitably impressed that to find out that you have glow-in-the-dark moss. Wow. I mean, this is interesting, and I think you two have obviously worked really well together. This is the older guy talking, who's current president of the SEU, and that brings me to this. We received a telegram earlier today, and it's from Rupert Merriweather, who was a founding member of the SEU. And unfortunately, it's not good news. You know, as you know, he's an older man now, and he's not very well. So I'll just here's the telegram. It says that Rupert Merriweather is unwell, and he seems not long for this world. That's he's asked us to send some people from our group to meet him at the St. Mary's Teaching Hospital in Arkham at 1 o'clock on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Yeah, I haven't seen him for quite a long time, so I don't know what his state is. But it is urgent. He says it's urgent, so it seems to be quite important.
What time is it? 1 p.m.?
Yeah, it's 1 p.m. on tomorrow, Thursday. Maybe he has something to tell you before he dies. So maybe something unexplained.
Well, as a founding member.
Well, I'm nominating you two because you did so well.
Right. Okay.
I appreciate that vote of confidence of, meeting one of the founding members at this crucial time. I think we will not disappoint you for a second time in a row. So appreciate that.
She didn't disappoint me last time. I mean, I think you did very well. We got a good review from the person who asked for help. And, we're in Miskatonic University right now, and St. Mary's Teaching Hospital is just over the road. So,
great.
Nearby. Well, with that, I will call the meeting to a close, and, someone's taken the notes. Sure, all the minutes. And I'll see you next month.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Feel free to take the shirt if you want to run some tests or something.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's a good idea. He picks it up with a stick, puts it in a bag, and then they all sort of disperse out of the school lecture hall.
What do we know of Rupert Merriweather?
Just that he was a founding member.
That's it.
But and got up to knew a lot of occult stuff probably, and unexplained things.
Nevada's going to go up to Jessie. This is big, Jessie.
Is it?
Yeah. They certainly do not let any members of the public or people who are unrelated in any way to the SEU near some founding members. So I think take that notebook. Maybe pack 2 pens this time, just in case.
Notebook.
Yeah, good. And tomorrow's going to be a good day. Make sure you have a big breakfast.
Okay.
Maybe stretch in the morning.
It's 1 o'clock when I might have a big lunch as well. Have a bit of both. I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna go home and see if I can find what year is this set in? When is this?
1930.
This is back in
1920s.
Yeah.
So early 90. Let's say 1921, I think.
And what's the time of the day at the moment?
It's 7 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, well, I might just go home, watch read the newspaper, and just call it a night. I think. I was going to do some research, but from home, there's nothing. We don't really have the technology. I bet in another 100 years, the technology for like doing any sort of research at home will be amazing.
Well, there is a library that is open
like
until 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll pop into the library. See, just quickly.
Sure. Okay. There's the Orne Library.
I just want to get to. I don't really know much about Merryweather, so I just want to learn a little bit about him before I call it a night.
Very good. And how about you, Nevada? Big reader.
I'm pretty sure that library is near one of my bars, which I like to attend in the evenings. So how about I walk you there, Jesse?
Okay.
And I'll hang around for a little while, and if something pops up, we can go through it, and if not, I'll leave rapidly.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Sounds great. Let's do that.
Okay, so so there is the normal library, but that's just like a normal library. But you know that there's the Miskatonic University Library, and you are a student. So not many people get to go there where they can't take anything out unless they're a student, but you are.
True, that's a good point.
And that's it. You're in Miskatonic University at the moment, so it's on campus.
Well, why don't I pop into the campus library first, just see if there's anything we can find here.
That's the biggie.
Yeah,
that's the big library. The other library for everyone else is not that interesting.
Yeah. All right.
The Miskatonic Orne Library has over 400,000 books and is famous for very rare and strange tomes. So you can go to the library.
And as a student of history, I'm in there all the time. So let me take you there, Nevada. All right. I'll get you in there.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's go.
So what are you looking? You have to say like a subject.
Well, I want to know. Basically, if I want to find out something about Merryweather, so I wonder if I can find any kind of book about the unexplained, or paranormal stuff, or some sort of. See if I can flick through, or maybe let's start with like newspapers to see if I can like flick through their newspapers to see if there's any headlines involving Merryweather.
Okay. The periodicals section. Okay, do a library use roll.
All right, first roll of the night. 59 versus my 60. That is a success.
Oh, give that a tick.
All right, great. Can't wait to not level that up.
All right, so you're looking for things that would have Merryweather's name pop up.
Like I know he's quite old, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for like maybe 30 years back to when he was a bit younger and might have been around the time that he founded this place, the group.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Because
I imagine there's not much in the way of news in his current age. That's what Jesse's thinking.
Yeah. So I think, unfortunately, Merryweather, it's kind of a he keeps to himself. Not much has come up. He's come up as a business owner. He's been quite wealthy. He's built up quite a bit of wealth, and he's from quite a well-to-do family as well. But and he has funded different like expeditions, but hasn't gone on any himself.
All right.
So
he's
it
funded
seems
a lot of
like
stuff.
he founded the SEU that has come up, but and was very active for maybe 10 years, and then basically dropped off of any occulty things.
Can I
after
just
that.
flick through to see if I can pick up on what was the last thing he funded?
A trip to Antarctica.
Okay.
But yes, that's it for, because you got a success. I'll just say, it's not, you wouldn't have to keep rolling or anything. You found the Merryweather stuff, and it's not too interesting.
Yeah, not much here on him, to be honest. Nevada, is there anything else we need to do, or you think that we should be sort of?
I think you've done a fine job. I was expecting us to be here for a lot longer and find a lot less.
Yeah, what do you think they're getting up to down in Antarctica? That's crazy. I don't even know how you'd get there.
He's got a lot of means, doesn't he?
That wouldn't have been cheap to get a group of people down to Antarctica, that's for sure.
Yeah. The fact that he's reached out to us to inform us of some information tomorrow has only got me more curious. And how do you change from a businessman to spawn up an SEU? He must have seen some sights in his day.
Maybe that's something we can talk to him about.
Yeah.
Yeah. He started the SEU when he was a student.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah. And then was active for about 10 years, and then it sort of wasn't really seen, or it doesn't seem like he did much.
Oh, okay.
Involved
so
with
it's
it
been
after that.
It's been a very long time since that final expedition.
Apart from funding, giving money to it, he hasn't been doing things like adventures.
Okay.
It's possible we might be able to get some of his estate for the SEU after he's, if he's finished on this mortal coil. Maybe he wants his money to continue working for him.
All right, let's make sure we make it. What I might dress up for the occasion.
Yeah, good idea.
Got my
I'll put on
my church suit
clothes.
that I can bring along.
Yep, I can put some good clothes on when I have to.
Can okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just have to tell you. I haven't really. Yeah. Okay. I look forward to it.
Yeah. All right. It's near that time, and
yeah. All right.
I'm gonna leave
to the bar.
That's correct.
Okay. Well,
just to make sure things are,
Don't go too hard tonight. We want to make a good impression tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
All right. And Jessie will head home.
Nevada
Okay. Nevada heads to the bar. Are you going to get really wasted, Nevada, or just enjoy your...
He's going to take one and swill on it for quite a while and muse about the meeting that he just had at the SEU and think about the previous investigation. If he could have only have just taken a ghoul scepter, or maybe the crown of the ghouls, if he only had something like that. He'd just muse to himself for maybe an hour and then head home.
Nevada's going to get us killed, I think.
All right. Okay, so it's the next day, and we'll say it's 1 p.m. And you both meet up, unless do you both plan on getting there at 1 p.m.?
Yeah.
If you do, then you're at the St. Mary's Teaching Hospital out the front.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a autumn day. It's cloudy. Birds are chirping. It's a little bit brisk. You can see your breath.
I just rolled for appearance just in case. I don't know if you could or not, but I succeeded, so I'm assuming I look good.
Oh, you got 50 out of 50.
Yeah, versus my 50.
Yeah,
so he's got his like church suit on. He's got like a nice little hat on. He's got his tie on as well. He's trying to look as as good as he can for this meeting because he knows it's an important one.
Great. I imagine that because it's so close to the 50 that you got it when you were still growing and you've just stopped growing and it's like just fits.
Right. Yeah.
Like your ankles aren't quite showing anything. It's actually looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. Where's appearance?
It's not on the list of skills. It's just at the top there, where like strength and dex and all that stuff at the top of the page.
Okay. Well, Nevada's definitely going to notice that Jesse's been looking sharp, and he's going to look at his suit, which he only puts on when he really has to. But
wow,
founding member, that's with some dignity. It's clean.
Extreme success.
There's a little bit of cologne smell on it from previous adventures he had in the suit. So
nice.
He even got his hair just right this morning. A little bit of chicken fat in there. Gets it.
Okay.
Gets it sharp.
That was a 6 by the 6 to his 50. That was great. Extreme success.
It looked damn good, I'd say. Yeah, extreme success. You're going to be impressing the nurses, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And Jesse is like almost doesn't recognize you when you like come around the corner of the hospital.
Jesse. Oh,
was that
good.
Nevada?
Yeah, I even shaved.
I thought you were going to be, drinking all night. I'm impressed. I can't even smell it on you.
I thought, let's do a real good one today.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I've underdressed, to be honest.
I think we're going to get in the history books. This will go down.
All right.
In words.
Nice.
All right, let's not be late. Let's get in.
Let's get in.
So you're at the front door of the St. Mary's Teaching Hospital. It's located in downtown Arkham, adjacent to the historic Miskatonic University. The hospital boasts the latest in modern equipment and techniques, as well as some of the best medical practitioners on the Eastern Seaboard. The information desk in the main lobby provides directions to Meriwether's private third-floor room. It's a private room.
I hear they
cash, I suppose.
I hear they do practice lobotomies here. So it's like this up and coming thing. Yeah. It's pretty exciting.
Cutting edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we should have a chat to the nurses before we head up? See if there's.
Well, I don't know where we're going, so probably a good idea, I think.
Yeah. I haven't been here this morning at all.
Okay. The way you worded that makes it sound like you have. So.
I don't just put cologne to see. Anyway, let's go talk to the nurses for the first time today, and see where we can go.
All right. You're greeted by a nurse at the front desk, information desk. A woman in her 40s, looking very professional and busy. Hello. How can I help you?
Oh yes, excuse me. We're here to see Mr.
Rupert Merriweather. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
Merriweather.
We're here to see him.
All right. She quickly looks it up in her files there. Yes, Merriweather. He's on the third floor. Room 306.
306. Thank you very much. And do you know is he doing okay?
No, I'm afraid Mr. Merriweather is very ill.
Has he had any visitors of late that we need to keep in touch with? Look after him a bit.
His wife and son have been visiting. They may even be visiting now. He's had family visit and some people
good
paying their respects.
Thank you very much for your time. We'll
yes.
see him.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good day.
Okay. So 306.
Okay, so you make your way up the stairs. Can you? Oh no, we've already done that. Describe your investigators and introductions.
I kind of before we move into room 306, I do just want to just keep an ear out to see if, in case someone's in there, I don't want to just walk straight in if someone is in there with them.
Oh, feel free to roll listen.
I'm not very good at listen, so no, it's a failure. It's 81 versus 20. He doesn't hear a thing. There's too much noise going on in this hospital. Of all
Maybe
of the
Nevada's humming.
Anyway, that's what I was saying, and then it just buffed right out. Look how clean it is. And there we go. So anyway, in we go. Oh, opens the door.
Okay, so you bust into the door. I've got a little picture here, but there's a bed, and it's nicely decorated for a hospital room. It's 1920s, everything's sort of slightly ornate in here. Charts and things. There's no bleeping machines or anything. They don't have those, but they do have medicines and things. You see a very sick-looking man lying bedridden on a bed, and what must be his wife, with a handkerchief next to her eye, and a weaselly-looking man in his 30s turns, and they both turn at you. The weaselly man sort of like a sneering, who's that? And the woman is inconsolable, really. She looks up to see you, but doesn't really care. Who are you?
We're from the SEU. It's Jessie, Dr. Jones here from from. Is this your father? His company, the SEU. We're part of. He asked for us to come in.
What's the SEU?
Yes, we've been requested specifically from your father to come and see you. So appreciate that you've made the time for us to have a chat with your father today.
What? Look, he's very unwell. I don't think that he needs people like you coming in here and trying to sell him things or take his money.
No. He has been one of our prime benefactors for many, many years, and it is a great privilege for us to pass on messages from our society and have a few moments and words with him. I'm sure you understand. It's been part of his life for many, many years. Like I said, he's probably spoken to you of it, I'm sure.
At this point, the man lying in the hospital bed croaks, pipes up in a rasping voice, and just barely above a whisper, and he says, "It's okay, Bertrand. They're from the SEU. They're like a club that I helped form many years ago. So sorry for the miscommunication there, everyone. I didn't let you know. This is my son Bertrand, my wife Agnes. I'm of course Rupert, and you are
Reagan and Nevada Jones and Jessie right here. We came as soon as we knew, and we passed on our very much condolences and thankfulness and all the positive emotions you can come to expect from a prideful society such as ours.
It's an honor to meet you, Rupert.
And you as well. I've heard wonderful things. Bertrand and Agnes, would you mind leaving us for a while? I want to talk in private with these two young men. And they make their way out of the room. You get a bit of a sneer from Bertrand there. And Agnes nods her head as she passes by.
Jessie
rather sad.
Takes his hat off and sort of holds it in front of him and just gives her a nod as she walks out of the room.
Okay, so they close the door, and he says, "Well, let me just reveal why I asked you here today." And he coughs. I don't want to do a really loud cough into the microphone, but he coughs and gurgles. He doesn't look well at all. He's gaunt. He's wearing spectacles, but underneath those you can see sunken eyes, yellowed skin. He has strange lumps and lesions on his body. Yeah, you know, he's covered with a sheet and everything, but on his neck you can see strangely coloured lesions, and he looks old, withered, and sick, on the verge of death.
I think Jesse is going to sort of take his state quite seriously, and as he coughs, he's going to look for something to wipe the corners of his mouth and stuff, just to make sure he's comfortable.
It's very kind of you, Jesse. Look, this is a serious, and this is something I haven't told anyone about. When we started the SEU, or just before that, actually, I had a different society. Look, in my youth, I had some fellow students. We became involved in what we believed to be an innocent exploration of the occult, led by a slightly older man named Marion Allen. The six of us purchased an old farmhouse a few miles west of Arkham, near the village of Ross's Corners. There we could conduct seances and other psychical research in privacy. Alas, our work had unforeseen results. Our last experiment summoned an evil force into this world. Instead of attempting to expel the thing, we were afraid and abandoned the old house, confident that the magic that brought the evil to this world would help keep it confined in the vacant house, or send it back after a short time. However, I have since discovered that the spell that binds the entity to the house lasts only as long as the casters live. I am the last of the group, and I fear that upon my death, the thing will go free and wreak havoc on the folks thereabouts. I'm too old, too ill, and too much of a coward to go back to that house to try to banish the entity myself. I'm guilty of many things, but my deepest sin was unleashing that horror that fateful night. I am convinced the entity will escape its confinement on my death. He points over to the corner. Take the box, he says. And you can see an innocuous metal box on a nightstand beside the bed. All the aid I can offer you lies within. You must find the courage to send that thing back to where it came from. You must see that this is done. Do this for me, please.
I think throughout that entire sort of monologue, Jesse couldn't help but like reach for his father's pocket Bible that he keeps with him at all times, and he's just sort of like, without even knowing, he's just like clenching it in front of him.
Rupert, thank you so much for trusting and leaving us with these words. We will most certainly set this right, won't we, Jesse?
Yeah.
We totally will. Jesse is on board. I'm on board. The SEU. We will get this done, Rupert. We are right there.
Thank you, Nevada.
Jesse's just going to like rotate around over to the bedside table with the box on it, and he's just going to open the lid of it just to see what's inside it.
Inside of it, you see what looks to be sort of a golden small sarcophagus, like a mini sarcophagus. Sarcophagi?
Yeah.
Sago?
Yeah, that's what you see, covered in hieroglyphs. It's dusty and old, dented. At that point, he Merriweather starts to choke with a sudden spasm. He doubles up and groans and then coughs forth a huge gout of blood.
But what are we supposed to do with this?
Nurse!
Like, Jesse's freaking out. He doesn't know what he's meant to do with the sarcophagus.
Some blood spatters all over you, Jessie.
Oh, my suit.
From his mouth, a huge gout of blood spatters across your back as you're looking at the sarcophagus.
Right.
So you call for a nurse?
Yeah, Nevada will open the door and yell nurse into the hallway.
Oh,
Nurse, in here quickly!
Within moments, interns and nurses and Meriwether's wife and son rush into the room. And people are busy trying to stop him from coughing and ease his pain. But quickly he passes out. Is unresponsive. Is seemingly in a coma.
Nevada's going to go up to Angus and put his hand on her shoulder and our whole society is with you here, Angus.
Agnes.
Agnes. Angus? Agnes. Agnes. Look, however you say your name, our society is with you.
Thank you.
And your husband's last wishes he conveyed to us, and we were going to undertake them at the utmost urgency and importance. And with your leave, we'll depart immediately and fulfill his wishes and come back to you as soon as they are complete. So let you rest assured we have got this all under control. Don't we, Jessie?
And Jessie is like still he's just he's got like this box in his hand. He has no idea where this old house is. He doesn't know what the sarcophagus we have to do with it. He's just like, yeah. I'm sure with the help of the group we can get this sorted.
Okay, Jessie, let's leave them to it.
She sobs a thank you, but is far too busy trying to see if her husband is alive. She's sobbing as you leave. And his son Bertrand sneers at you suspiciously as you leave. He's wondering what if potentially you did it. I bet they did it.
And Jessie's just like, I'm so sorry, and as he's backing out of the hospital room.
Nevada will close the door behind them. Jessie, this is giant.
I don't even know what to make of this whole thing. Ross's Corners, do you know where that is?
I think I've heard of it, but I think we should take this info to the SEU straight away. You know, we can get some resources and just head straight out there. You know, this isn't something that we want to have left for time that I don't think, to be honest, we really have much time to wait with this, gentlemen. So I propose go to the SEU, advise the chairman, get some resources, and head straight out. Yeah. Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah, I think the university's library could come in handy this time. Now that we know what to look for.
Good idea. All right, shall we head there right now?
Yeah, let's get there. Now the SEU, do they actually have like any kind of headquarters there, or is it just like a once a month meetup that they do?
So once a month meet up in a lecture hall theatre in the university, or in wherever they decide to meet.
Can Nevada write a message with vague details to the chairman so that and he'll leave it somewhere where he can find it, and he'll just detail last wishes of Rupert, Jessie and Nevada undertaking with great importance. See you for all the details at our next meeting, Nevada Jones, and he's going to draw a little cat at the end.
A cat. Nice. And you can, you know that you can send that to a PO box, which will be checked probably in a day or two quite promptly.
Okay, Jesse. Anything in particular we want to look at the library before we head out?
I think we need to find out where this Ross's Corners is and see if something went down there. There's got to be some information about that, right?
Well, you are from this area, and you know that Ross's Corner is a small sort of rundown town, few miles outside of Arkham.
Sure.
And you can probably, if you don't have a car, you can catch a bus.
Should we check the property titles for that region around that sort of time?
Yeah, he didn't give us like an address or anything, did he? He just said like an old house.
We've got
Well, now
Marion
you're out of
Allen.
there, you probably looked in the box again, and you see that there's actually a few other things in there. So there's the sarcophagus-shaped box is inside the larger box, but there's also a deed and a key.
Oh, great.
And a letter.
Nice.
All right, yeah, so Jesse's going to take out that letter and just give it a read.
The letter... Okay, I think I've got a handout for this. Wait, how do you... I think I'll right-click it.
Oh, you should be able to just... Yeah, there we go.
So that might show up in your...
Yeah.
Yep, see it.
So Jesse's just going to pull the letter. There's a letter in here as well. I didn't see this before. He unfolds it. Okay, so dear friends, in the years after the nightmarish events of that night in my youth, I have seen many strange things. I think this might be a letter to some of the people he did the seances and stuff with. Only now do I begin to grasp the truth of reality and the scope of what is happening in the world. I've tried in my small way to combat the horrors and make amends for my part in bringing one to our plane of existence. What I have left to offer, what riches and wealth I have, I will put to good use in dealing with these abominations. It's the very least this old coward can do. I could never make myself go back to that little farmhouse and put those events to rights. I too gravely feared that which my friends and I loosened upon this countryside. Oh, maybe this letter's to the SEU. And I would read... Oh, here we go. Sorry, something's happening with my monitor. It keeps flicking in and out. Here we go. I fear the bonds will be broken. Nothing of consequence has yet taken place, but with my death I fear the bonds will be broken, and that horror free to come and go as it pleases. Lives not yet taken already weigh heavy on my conscience. What the hell did they unleash? The method of delivering the thing out of this world is still in that accursed house. The translations made by Marion from the book. Marion, that was Marion Allen.
Yeah, that's right. The same.
From the book De Vermeer Mystery. Maybe we can see if there's any information in the university library about that book. I was never strong enough to take on the task, but I have hope that you are. In ridding the world of this, perhaps you will save my soul from hell. For I fear that my deeds have not been enough to release me from this heavy burden. I do not expect your forgiveness for what I ask of you.
Ooh.
This is what he clearly believes he's released something. Do we? I mean, what are the chances of this actually being real? You know.
There's a lot of not a lot of specifics in that letter. How about this for an idea, Jesse? He is the founding member of the SEU. He's old. He's nearly finished his time. One last mystery to go out. It may or may not be an actual mystery, right? But I think let's give him the dignity.
I've heard a lot of these sort of seances, and it's usually just someone, you know, fooling the others that they're with. It's probably not anything. The name Marion Allen is. Do we know that? Is that another founder, or as far as we know, or is that just a stranger to us?
I don't think you've heard that name.
I'm interested in this book. The translations made by Marion from the book De Vermeer Mystery. I reckon we take a look in the uni library for that. See if there's
Okay,
anything we
that's
can
what you want
find.
to do. And also the deed and key.
Oh yeah.
So the deed concerns a farm property on Boone Road near Ross's Corner. That's what it says on the deed. A village west of Arkham.
Okay.
Perfect. I think that's quite close to the bus route, Jesse.
It is actually.
We're gonna, I think, be able to make it there today, no problem.
It's 1 p.m. now. It's a couple of hours by bus, or not even that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's maybe only spend a.
It says when the bus leaves. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not.
Okay. Let's check the bus schedule down at the library. We'll go to the library, see if we can find this book, see what the bus schedule is, and we'll figure something out.
Yeah, let's prioritize the bus departure. Let's read up until the point where we know we're safe, that we can still meet the bus.
The bus arrives there at 10 a.m.
Oh, we got to. Okay.
Tomorrow.
So it would have to be tomorrow.
Okay, we might have to.
It comes back at 2 p.m.
Okay. Well, maybe we can see what we can find at the library about this book.
Okay.
And then we can get a good night's rest. And I know if this investigation takes a little too long, we've got somewhere to stay. As Jesse says, kind of like holding up the keys to the old house.
We can't stay in a key. It's far too small for two adults, Jesse.
The old house. Boone
Road.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably more sensible. He could have some resources for the SEU just sitting out there,
Now you're talking.
Some vehicles, piles of money. We know he's a business.
He is a business.
Buying business. He might have some old books and some records.
Well, this was Marion Allen's house, right? If that's from what he was saying. So if he's, wealthy people keep wealthy company, right? So I'm sure we'll find something interesting out there. To the library.
All right. And sorry, they've spaced this out weirdly. There is also a slim journal, but you find that on your way to the library. There is a slim journal.
I'm so look, honestly, this is all a little too exciting. There's been things under that. First of all, it was just that golden sarcophagus.
Yeah.
But then underneath was like the deed and the key. Right, and then underneath that there was the letter, but then tucked behind, like against the edge of the box, between this journal, this little. I thought it was part of this. It's a journal by the looks of things.
Yeah, I can understand how you would not see that straight away. Myself, I think this sarcophagus is worth my anthropomorphical archaeological skill to just examine in a bit more detail. Might be something that I've seen.
Yeah. Jesse hands it over.
All right, let's say that you both go to the library, you sit down at a table, you start to look at the different things. I've made the slim journal available to read in your things there, and
Jesse's shaking the box upside down just to make sure there's nothing else he's missed.
Make sure you tap the sides as well.
Yeah.
So here's a picture of the sarcophagus box. I don't know if that pops up for you, but
yeah.
Okay. It's covered in hieroglyphs. It looks like on the outside. It can be opened. I don't know if you want to open it or.
Nevada Jones will roll his archaeology skill for hard success.
Oh, okay.
Glyphs.
Very nice. Okay. So what are you doing with your archaeology? You're gonna try and decipher.
Looking at the glyphs and remembering some previous digs that he'd been on, and some relics that he'd got from Egypt that his father showed him when he was growing up, and he's like, son, you're going to find something like this one day. And he noticed there's one that looks like a bird. He's going to point to that one.
Yes.
Yes, you see? That's a bird right there.
You're obviously very good at archaeology with a 70, and you got a hard success. So You examine the box. You see that the lid can come off quite easily. When you open it, there's nothing inside it. Your archaeology roll identifies the hieroglyphs during decorating the outside of the box as Egyptian of the Middle Kingdom, although there's also some carved on the inside of the lid, and they are distinctly different and not Egyptian at all. And you don't know what they are. Do you have any skills in occult?
Nah. 5.
Well, you may as well roll.
Failure.
Yep. So you don't know what those markings are, but they're definitely not Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Jessie notices Nevada like opening up the sarcophagus, and he's sort of buried in this little slim journal. He's like reading along, and he's like, "Oh, what is the amber in there?"
No. Maybe that's still at the farmhouse, Jessie. Tell me more. What amber? What have you read?
The first entry in here basically is them finding the Marion and Rupert and a few others, by the sounds of things, finding that sarcophagus, and that there was a large piece of amber inside of it with some sort of unknown species of arthropod within, and so it's not in there.
No.
Says something
That's
about
part of how things were loosed.
something about Marion Ellen was mentioned this book again, and that the small animal trapped in the amber, the little arthropod, was actually a host to a bound jinn, like a guide to the spirit world. There's a bunch of stuff in here. There was originally 4 pieces, but there was, well, this is what the tome, this De Vermeer Mystery, said there was 4 pieces of amber, but they only had the 1. And then for some reason they decided they were going to conduct a ceremony to summon the jinn out of that amber, which Marion Allen said that is completely like friendly. And then they said they chose the 18th of March to do it, but there's no, the next entry is the 19th. They're talking about how they did it. They set a fireplace, pentagram chalked on the floor with appropriate symbols, illuminated by black tapers placed near the center, flanking the piece of amber with its entrapped spirit. They sat in a circle. The designated watcher, which was Rupert, who sits in the corner of the room in a chair, while the others can look forward to sitting on the floor for hours. This Ellen guy threw powder into the fire. This horrible smelling smoke. The guys on the floor. The rest of us, they started chanting some Latin from this book. This Vermeer Mystery. After a couple of hours, there was some smoke. It seemed to be, but the surface of the amber was bubbling and melting. And then they saw a form. Then they just keeps going. Ominously at the very end of this journal, though, there's like the names of everybody, and they've all got like a date next to their name except for Rupert. I can only... Oh, here we go. I just discovered that Marion Allen is dead. That was October 14th, 1877. And August 1877 is written next to Marion Allen's name.
Yeah, these are all deceased members, aren't they?
I think so. There's 3 of us is gone now. I must do something, but there's 5 within... So there's 6 of them in total, and 5 of them seem to be dead.
I think this is less of the one final fun hurrah than an actual real thing. Look at this.
But it sounds like they just released some friendly spirit, though, right?
Nevada's going to point to the word "killed him" in the second to last paragraph. This has claimed some lives already. Or at least the people around it have, or wanted to believe that that's occurred. I think we should be pretty prepared when we head out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep like reading away at this. Well, when do we have to be out? By 10? We have to be at the bus by 10, right? In the morning?
That's right.
tomorrow.
Yeah. I think we should take all of this with us.
Yeah. I hope.
Have you got any? Have you got any solid objects at your place, Jesse? Like a spade, something made out of steel that you can really hit things with.
I've got like a wooden baseball bat that I sort of I've had for a few years. But can we, while we're at the library, should we look up this book? This Die Vermeer Mystery.
You're quite the professional at the library. I'll
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see you do that again. Last time we were here was pretty speedy.
Okay.
Sure. You look up the library catalogue and you see that does show that there's a copy of De Vermeer's Mysterious held at the university, but it is locked away in a restricted collection of the library.
Oh.
Well,
so not for students then, huh?
This is in the restricted section.
I think Dr. Nevada Jones we can get access to this. Come with me, Jesse. Let's go.
Jesse puts everything back into the little metal box, closes it, tucks it under his shoulder, and follows behind Nevada Jones.
Okay, so you go up to what? Where are you going?
To the restricted section.
Okay. There's a librarian desk, and then behind that is the restricted section, and there's a librarian there on the desk. Hello.
As Nevada approaches, he's just gonna make sure his hair's in place. Good afternoon, Dr. Nevada Jones here. I need an entrance to the restricted section, please. We're on a very important task that has some time pressure. If you could appreciate helping us with that would be much appreciated. The name of the book is just here. My compatriot here, Jesse, has it for you.
And so Jesse is still like reading parts of this journal. Like he's put everything in the box, but he's still flicking away. And he just turns to Nevada. He's like, I think 2 of them died during the
event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, the name of the book, De Vermeer Mysterious.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look. The librarian, he looks down. It is a filing system, duodecimal, and yes, we do have a copy of it, but of course it is restricted. It's on a special list compiled by the head of the library, the old Dr. Henry Armitage. You need his permission if you wish to look at the tome, I'm afraid.
Is he on site? Like, is he in a few walking distances from us? It's very important we access this straight away. As you can see, some of the stuff that we're carrying is high caliber.
Well, he is in his office on weekday mornings, but he's presently occupied with special studies of restricted books.
Is the restricted area like visible, or is it closed off in like
it's behind the desk? Yes,
behind the desk.
Yeah.
He's gonna
not behind little curtains.
Yeah. Jesse's gonna try and like
little room.
Put on a bit of charm, and he's just gonna sort of like put one elbow down on the counter. It's just like, what was your name? Sorry.
Peter.
Okay, it's Peter. We're kind of running a little bit of out of time here. This is very, very serious. I need to, if there's something I can do for you, just let me know. And if it means that you can help us here, we just want to get a little look at one of the books. We don't even need to take it off site with us. We just want to take a quick look. Is there any way I can use my charm on him?
You can, but there's going to be Peter's not going to let you in. It's not up to him. You would, I don't know, you'd have to pull something more than charm to be able to get past, So I don't even know. I think if I said roll, it would be mean, because I would be like, oh, you can't really charm him.
Oh, so he doesn't have like a key or anything like that.
If I let you into the I can't actually let you in there because it's all Dr. Armitage, you know. So, I mean, I'm not even allowed to read restricted books. There's been a big crackdown since whatever happened recently. I don't know what it was, but Dr. Armitage is really, he doesn't encourage people to read them anymore. You know, you used to be able to go and read things in there.
All right, Jesse, let's go see Dr. Armitage. He hasn't been apprised of this new information we've uncovered. We'll be back shortly. Appreciate your help. And if I was going to bolt straight to his office.
Okay, you guys run down the hallways. You're a student, Jesse. You know where the different sections are, where the professors' offices are, and you find Dr. Armitage's office, door closed.
Nevada will open it straight up. Mr. Armitage, come with us immediately. As you can see, we have got these artifacts, and he's going to start sort of walking out of his office already as he's explaining what's going on. To Mr. Armitage.
Okay, so you're met with an older man with spectacles. He's opens his door, and behind him you can see that he's been reading these old tomes. You know, they're large, ancient-looking books. He looks a little bit haunted, to be honest. His eyes sunk. He doesn't look like he's got that much sleep. He's looking a little bit disheveled, and he's glancing around and says, "What is this all about? Look, I'm busy."
Oh, don't worry about whatever you are doing, Mr. Armitage. This is top priority. There is multiple deaths in the hands of what is going on right now. We need the key.
Death.
To the restricted section. Thank you very much right now.
Restricted section. Look, I don't I don't encourage anyone to be reading those.
Excuse me, Mr. Armitage. Multiple deaths at stake. Right now, the key, if you please.
Okay, you can roll a charm, a fast talk, intimidate, or persuade.
Oh. Nevada's,
and I gotta say,
he thinks he's pretty cool, and he's gonna intimidate because he's
gonna intimidate.
In the head. Failure. 50 versus 21 intimidate. Maybe while he's getting pretty animated, he'll like stumble a little bit to make him look like an idiot.
Okay. Yes.
Put the chair there. Come on. Deaths and chairs. Are you kidding me, Mr. Armitage?
If you these sorts of tomes, there has been a lot of unexplained and unusual activity lately that has been linked to this sort of reading material. I'm currently studying it, but you know, this may be frustrating for you, but you cannot go in there. And you cannot get any of those restricted books. I don't know which one you're after, but you cannot.
Jesse just walks over. Professor Armitage, so sorry for busting in. And he just puts the journal down and turns it around so Armitage can read it. And he just points down at the words, Divermius Mysterious. He says, we know you have this tome in that book. And he moves his finger down further to the paragraph explaining how this shapeless creature it says it took hold of poor Robert and twisted his head around as though he was a doll. This happened.
Dear God.
Professor Armitage, we need to know what's in this book so we can put this evil back.
Look, it looks to me like this happened years ago. And if you mess with this sort of thing can happen again. And it has been happening recently when we had someone access these books. We've had unexplained deaths. I'm afraid you can't have access to.
He flicks the pages of the journal.
Mysterious.
Flicks the pages to the list of names and the dates of their deaths next to them, and he shows every single person that was involved is dead. One person on his deathbed right now. If we don't solve this before he dies, who knows what this thing will do. There are lives at stake.
Okay, the door is slowly closing. and he is saying, there's some things in this world that you and I shouldn't know. Stay away.
Okay.
Click.
And Jesse's just going to turn to Nevada. I think we need to bust that door down.
I think you're right. Let's put the metal box down a little bit. Just stand back.
Oh, I meant for the restricted, not his office.
But he's got the key in there, right?
Oh, yeah, but we can just go. If we're going to bust a door down, we just go bust the other one.
Well, you've got a better front-thinking mind than I do. How quickly do you think we can get this book? Like, I take that librarian guy, I take him aside, you bolt in, grab it, bolt out. How much time do you need? Like a minute, 2 minutes?
Yeah, probably like 5 minutes, maybe. You give me 5 minutes and I should be able to get that book.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. And he's not going to explain himself. He's just going to walk off towards the librarian. Librarian, quick, come. And he's going to grab the librarian by the arm and like pull him towards the office.
Armitage!
Mr. Armitage! he's hurt himself, quick! And he's going to pull him down the hallway towards...
Okay, roll fast talk.
Oh, nice.
Is that both of us since we're both trying to...
Yeah, you can both do it, I feel like.
Jesse's not good at fast talk.
An 88 versus a 25.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
11 versus 5.
Oh,
so close.
Do you want to use 6 of your luck points? Do you have...
Oh,
yes, you could.
I do. Yes,
but you don't get to tick it.
Okay.
And you can also push those sort of rolls if you wanted to. But something happens if you fail.
Yeah.
Cool. Nevada will definitely cash in 6 luck points. Bring this luck down to 41. Do I just reduce them down, right?
Oh, just click the edit mode again and just reduce it down.
Oh, before I forget, can you check your sanity points? And because if it reduces by 1/5 in a day, then
5th of the
bad.
max or 5th of the current?
5th of what you currently have when you're starting now.
So do I click sanity? Is that what you mean?
No, don't click it. Just
think about it.
Basically, write down the number that is a 5th. If you reduced a 5th of them, what it would be.
So what? 20%.
Mathematician.
Okay.
So,
is that right? 20% then?
5th is 20%, yeah.
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 Okay, cool.
But in Call of Cthulhu, it's 27%. And then you minus the 7.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so your fast talk has not worked. Oh no, it has. You've used your luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He at first he doesn't look convinced, but then for some reason he's a little bit gullible today. And he's like, "Huh? What? Dr. Armitage? What's wrong with him?"
Quick! Just follow me! And he's gonna lead him down the hallway.
Okay. He starts to jog off with you, Nevada.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jesse is going to try. He's just going to try and kick the door down.
Okay. So no lock picking or anything. Just kicking.
My lock picking is incredible. It's basically non-existent. It's 1 point, so it's not going to happen.
Okay. So you're going to do. What should we roll for that?
Heavy machinery.
Is this going to be like brawl or something, or just a strength? Do I just roll strength?
Yeah, a strength, but it's not just like pushing a thing. A strength with a negative die.
Oh, right. So if I click,
because it's a decent door.
How do I? Can I do that? Do I just click hard for the roll, or
no? Because it rolls 2d10s. How do you do that? Or just roll it and then roll another d10, and we'll see if you pick the highest d10.
Oh yeah, gotcha. All right, let's roll another d10 because it's a
So
success at
what's
the
a
moment.
success?
Oh.
You need to this one.
So it's
No,
either a
still a
32 or a
success.
52, which are both successes.
All right. So you barge through this door.
There's literally like a bonus slash. I'm just going to click it anyway just to see what. All right, so that's how you. And I rolled the same thing anyway, so good. So yeah, 52.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So with the success, your shoulder bashes into the door frame, shutters, and pops open. And you enter this. You stumble into a small, well, not that small, a medium-sized, dark room, just covered with bookshelves all the way around, and there's a ladder that can move around the edges of the walls.
We looked before and knew that it was in this room. Did it
Yes,
give
it's
us
in the
any sort of?
restricted section.
Did it give us any idea of where in the restricted section, or did it just say restricted section?
It's in the restricted section.
Okay.
But you've already succeeded on one library. Oh no, you didn't do a library use for that one. It was just in the catalogue. So do a
Yeah.
library use, and we'll see if that's a success. Then we'll see how you find it.
Extreme success. 6 versus 60.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yes. So your eyes scan the bookshelves and quickly lock on to a large, ancient-looking tome up near the top of the ceiling there, which you think must be it.
Okay.
So you can push a ladder over to it, and
Yeah. Just absolutely. He's going to like look for that ladder. He's going to wheel it over, and his plan is to get up, grab the tome, get back down the ladder, fit it into his jacket in some way, like under his jacket coat, and head out. He's just going to get out of there.
okay,
The idea
basic
that
old shoplifter's maneuver.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. All right, and you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You shove it into your bag. You leave. Are you trying to like close the door, or
Well, I mean the door's.
just leave?
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
You
The
leave.
the door's busted anyway, man. So it's fine.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's you.
Or maybe
briskly,
he's like trying to close it, but like that's not like sealing or anything. So he's just he's trying.
and yeah, you leave at a brisk walk out of the library, and as you leave, you can hear the sounds of Peter yelling back at Nevada, that obviously annoyed that there was nothing wrong with Armitage. They must have run into Armitage in his office, and Armitage was pissed off as well.
My mistake, guys. Like, I thought this was that library, but it turns out, the misotonic and the dysotonic libraries are similar floor patterns, made in a similar year. The brothers of the architects did the same. Oh, sorry.
Peter's walking him out of the library.
Look,
Don't come back.
Oh, thank you for your understanding. Shit. Okay.
And like Jesse's like, Nevada, hey! He's like behind a tree, just on like near the entrance. I got it.
Let's go. Go. And Nevada's gonna lead Jesse off the university library area.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Maybe should we sit under this tree, Jesse? What's good viewing light for this sort of thing?
And Jesse's still just thinking about the journal. They all died because of what happened in that house, and this could give us some answers. The journal sort of goes over how they got this thing out of the amber, supposedly. This hopefully will help tell us how to get it back in.
Is there an appendix? Is there like a?
All right, so we're gonna just
move.
open it up just to see what's in this book.
No.
Okay.
Nevada's just going to look around and see if anyone else is in the near vicinity. He doesn't want prying eyes nearby.
Yeah, it's like I'm assuming it's quite a big, thick book, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's a manuscript, so it's handwritten on vellum.
Oh shoot! So it's incredibly
it's-
delicate.
Very,
Old.
hundreds of years old. You don't know how old, maybe 800, 1,000 years old.
Wow. Okay.
How was your Latin?
I don't think it's very good. I don't think we added any extra languages. I've got a red box around languages, but I am a history student, so I feel like Latin would have been something he would have done as a history student. But I just haven't given this
Got a
character.
red box around. Where do they?
Yeah.
I've got Latin as 40.
So I've just got like a languages nothing. Same with firearms. I've got one box, 2 boxes in firearms with a red, like nothing around it.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but we can definitely give me Latin, right?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of Latin. With the language.
What's Nevada's Latin?
No,
Do you
I
have
don't
a
have
language?
I've got Latin in there, and I just clicked it, and I got a 77 versus a 40.
So he's failed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll let you know that reading a tome in Cthulhu is something that takes multiple readings and takes about a month or so. You could sometimes you can do like an emergency roll to see if you can like decipher some spell or something really quickly, but actually going through the book and trying to understand everything. This is how you get Cthulhu Mythos points and things.
Okay.
So this is a very, very dense magical tome that takes a lot of study to decipher, and even if you knew Latin, it still takes a lot of time.
Jesse, I think we're missing the context here. Like, we're not at the farmhouse. Let's just take it there, and we can read it there. What do you think?
Yeah,
But this is incredibly rare and not something that most people would get their hands on, even in this adventure. So well done.
Okay.
Unexpected. And you don't usually see library use used in such a frantic manner, which really came through. An extreme success. So this is something that would really come in handy for any character if they were to study it, but it would take...
Right.
They usually have it in between adventures.
Okay.
You're studying this thing.
Yeah.
That's how you learn spells and things and stuff in Cthulhu.
Jesse is enamored by this tome. I just don't know if this is going to have our answers in it. There's too much information. Maybe you're right. I don't know if we should take it with us. It's very delicate though.
I got the bit of the X-name, the pig name, but I don't remember the rest. So maybe it'll come to us, right? Like I can't imagine when we get to the farmhouse, we're going to have a problem pop straight into our face. So let's take it with us. We can simmer over it. We've got a bus trip. We can throw our eyes on it on the bus trip.
I feel like we've got a very important piece that's missing, and that's how do we get this gin back in the amber? If that's what we have to do. It broke, like, it just literally twisted someone's head off.
How many baseball bats did you say you have, Jesse?
I'm just the one.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you would like to do before you get to the bus? There's other, maybe other avenues of research or anything you want to buy or prepare or anything like that?
We got to get some chalk because I think we're going to need another pentagram. Maybe? That's all just for that's for like summoning it. I don't know if it's the same for...
Nevada's got a 38 handgun.
Okay.
Is ammo a thing in this game or not really?
Is there what?
Is ammunition?
Yeah,
Weapons
as a
too.
thing, yes, you can
Cool.
buy ammunition, and there's a big list of stuff you can buy. But just tell me what you want within reason, and you can have it.
Okay. Yeah, I
We'll
think
assume you've got enough money to buy, like, if you wanted bullets or some kind of weapon, or if you wanted any kind of rations, I don't know, whatever you want, would think that you need.
yeah. Nevada will just pick up some bullets for his 38 special.
Okay, just write them down, however many you got.
Do I put that somewhere or?
Oh, I don't know if there's a thing you can fill out there in equipment. I just write it down on a piece of paper.
Okay, cool. How about 36 shots?
36. All right. 36 rounds. So can you roll a D4, please, Nevada?
Yep. 1.
A 1. Okay. So you know that it would take you about 1 day to decipher the hieroglyphs
Okay.
on the thing. But yeah.
Actually, there's a lot of work in this expedition, I think. Let's pack quite a bit of food. We might be at the farmhouse a while. Like, I've had a quick dust over these hieroglyphs, and that book is sizable. I think we should prepare for a few weeks.
I got some bad news, I think. They have no idea how to seal it. In this journal, in the last entry, he says he's going to try and research the problem at the farmhouse with the idea to hopefully uncover how to rid the world of this beast. It does mention that they've got warding signs carved to keep it in the attic of the farmhouse as well. So maybe we should take something to carve more. Maybe we can make more of those symbols. Maybe.
Petrol as well. Let's bring some petrol.
If we just burn the farmhouse down.
I think that's the last resort we use if we need to. What do you think?
I worry that might let it get wherever it wants. That could be a terrible idea. Maybe.
I agree. Well, how about let's go to the hardware store. I've got some coin on me, and we can take any resource that we think is useful.
Yeah.
I think you're right. A knife, maybe. Salt is good.
Well, actually, funny
petrol.
You mention salt. There's some sort of powder that Mary and Alan threw on it so they could see it. He called it the dust of Ibn Ghazi.
It's probably at the back of the hardware store.
If you take this tome, I should be able to go back into the library and just see if there's anything I can find about the dust of Ibn Ghazi.
Okay. I'll go to the hardware store.
Yeah.
I'll buy some supplies. You
Yeah.
get back to the library.
Yeah.
And then we'll be pretty prepared for tomorrow. How's that?
Sounds great.
Maybe I'll get some rope as well.
Okay. And we'll meet at the bus station 10 a.m.
Yeah. Nails too. And bring your baseball bat. I'll get a hammer.
Okay. Okay. Good luck.
Great work, Jesse. Excellent. The library and the speed. You're going to come far in the SCU. I am very confident. And please wash your suit. It's got blood on it.
It's what? And he looks at it and says, oh, has that been there the whole time?
Yeah. It's Founder's blood. Maybe keep it.
Might come in handy.
Keep it. Because he's the last name in the book when
I don't have to wear it though, right?
Maybe scrape it off and put it in a little preserving jar.
All right, I'll get back into the library, see what I can find.
Yeah, good work, Jesse. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, so you get back to the library, and what are you looking for in the library?
I'm trying to. I don't know what kind of system they've got, but I want to see if there's any information about Dust of Ivan Ghazi. I'm not sure how I would search that, though. I wonder if there's any sort of... Is there a paranormal section to this library that I can check out and see if there's any kind of...
Well, if any library has one, it's this one.
Yeah.
So do library use roll.
All right. I want to basically find ingredients for seances and stuff like that, or things you might need for a spiritual calling of some sort.
Okay.
It is a failure this time, but I'd like to push it if possible. What would I be doing? What would I be doing to push for it? Maybe I'm pushing it by like going back up to the library guy and just pretending I didn't just kick the door down. I'm pushing it by being like, hey, I'm just trying to find some information, almost like on this kind of stuff, see if he can help me out. Is that a good push?
Yeah, that's a great push.
Okay, cool. 33 versus 60. That is a success.
Okay, so you go back up to Peter and you're like, hey, I'm looking for anything about the powder of Ibn Ghazi. And he's like, wait, were you with the gentleman?
Crazy? I saw that. That was insane. Who was that?
I don't know. But someone has broken into this door. You can see it's off its hinges.
What the hell?
I can't believe what's going on around here.
Oh,
so,
man.
what are you looking for? The powder of Ibn Ghazi?
The dust of Ibn Ghazi? Yeah.
Ibn Ghazi. Okay, so he looks through, and you both look through this catalogue, and you do come across a pointer to a book.
Oh, okay.
He says yes, and he walks over with you. So, man, some people, all right? I can't believe.
You weren't on guard? I thought someone would be keeping an eye on
people.
Such an important...
No, I got called away.
Oh.
Here it is. Here's the book. It's about magical incantations and whatnot. But, magical substances. And it's a big old book, and he points you to the point. Let's see, points you to the point where it says powder of Ibn Ghazi. Okay. And it says you get the information that the powder of Ibn Ghazi is a rare magical substance created through specialist arcane knowledge. When thrown or blown through a tube over invisible things, it makes them visible for a short while. In practice, the powder makes the invisible visible for 10 heartbeats, which is to say a few seconds at most. Creating the powder is difficult and requires special ingredients not easily obtained. Yeah.
Okay, not quite what I was hoping for. I'm assuming there's not like a recipe in the book, just... Or if it is, it's like just crazy. It's the 1920s.
Well,
it's you
get
rare.
Yeah. It's not sort of thing that you just get your hands on.
Yeah.
And short notice. It'd be things like you created under a full moon in a certain place, yada yada.
Okay, Jesse's almost like is just frustrated. Like, okay, well, I guess I won't be able to make myself some Ibn Ghazi anytime soon. Thank you anyway, Peter.
Oh, anytime. Is there anything else I can help you with in the library?
Not that I can think of, Peter. Not that I can think of. But you enjoy the rest of your day and just keep an eye out for whoever should really get some extra eyes on this. Just if you've got such important books back there.
No. Yeah, thanks for rubbing it in.
Should probably check, see if anything's missing.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. He goes, he leaves. And
yeah, I think that's it.
What are you doing? What are you doing in the library?
I think that's it for Jessie in the library, I think. Unless, Reece, can you think of anything else I need to be maybe looking at? I think you did expert library use. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
I think that's it. I think we've looked up... this journal's told us there's not really a way that they're aware of to get rid of this creature. We've got a book that probably does tell us, but it's impossible to decode anytime soon. And the one thing that I thought might come in handy to help us see it is it's not something we can create quickly. So I think and yeah, I don't think Jesse can get his hands on Amber. So what Jesse is hoping, he's really holding on to this hope, is that when this thing happened, they left some very important parts to help the summoning. They left some stuff in there, like maybe the bit of the amber is still where it was left, and maybe there's still some powder at the old farmhouse. So he's putting his hope into that.
Fair enough. So you're leaving the library?
Leaving the library.
Well, as you leave, you hear a screech that sounds like Peter in a small room. Ah! Has seen that there's a bigger hole in the bookshelf.
And I'm just like quick speed out of there, I reckon. Just double speed it out of there.
All right. Yeah.
As he runs out.
Okay. So, and Nevada is buying things?
Yeah, Nevada's at the hardware store. He's got himself like a basket.
Yeah.
And he's collecting a lot of probably not useful things. He's going to get maybe a knife, salt, petrol, rope, nail, hammer, maybe a mirror.
Oh, mirror, yeah.
Yeah. He's just going to sort of follow his eyes around. Oh, a pot, like a steel pot.
Mm-hmm.
I've got rope. A jar with a lid.
Okay.
With the monster in, of course.
Yeah.
And maybe a pair of gloves.
Oh, like gardening gloves.
Yeah, so you can grab it by the throat, you know. And some paint and a brush.
What kind of paint? Like house paint?
Yeah, house paint.
Color?
Green.
Green.
Yep.
And a brush, yep.
Yep. And when he gets to the counter, he's just going to ask the operator there, what else should I have? You know, I want a bit of a smattering of all sorts of hardware that I can get for $1.80.
Well, what? Sorry? $1.80.
$1.80.
Oh, $1.80.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's how you talk about currency in the 1920s.
Yeah. Were you English or something? Pence?
I'm stupid.
You travel all around the world, you know.
He's just like, I just don't know what these are. I don't know what these are. Okay.
So you're saying that you want a selection of one of all types of hardware?
You must get a lot of customers coming here. You know, you'd have popular products, we have most common things. I want to be well covered. You know, I've got a hardware shed at home. That's it. And
and you need to stock up. Well, what are you doing? Right. Gardening. We got insecticide. We got pesticides.
Oh, yes.
We got nails.
Yep.
We got hammers, rakes, boots. We got drills.
You got rat poison.
Yeah, we've got rat poison.
I'll have one of those too, please.
Rat poison. Well, he spots. You know, well, he was going to start selling you high-ticket items, but he says $1.80. It's probably not that much. We've got a saw, you know, got to chop down a tree, an axe.
Sold.
And of course, behind the counter, he has also got some weapons. You know, if you go hunting, we've got shotguns, we've got rifles, we've got crossbows, that sort of thing.
I'm not sure what hardware shed you've got. my friend. But I think this will do me nicely. Maybe next time for those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. But you were buying rounds of ammo, right?
Yeah, 36 shots for 30.
Right, I got that. And a knife.
I mean, yeah, and a knife. Yeah.
A knife. All right. Okay. Is there anything else?
Maybe if you can help me carry it it's down to our house.
We're back in now.
Oh, okay.
So basically, after Reece asked the guy to carry his stuff.
What's a fast restart? Well, what Reece has done is he has translated the hieroglyphs on the outside of the box.
What?
As he rolls.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How did that? We're going to have to rewind a little bit. How?
Well, he had rolled 2 rolls as best as possible, right? He did his extreme success on archaeology, and he rolled a 1 out of 4, meaning it'll only take 1 day to. And he's gone home for the night, going to meet you tomorrow. So overnight, he read.
Oh, right.
The translation, which you missed, is great. This cat means this, and the man with the long chin means that.
We need to redo all of it for the. Okay, never mind. All right.
Yeah, I'll just read it.
Okay.
I mean, whatever it means. It says, "Seeker of wisdom, servant, son of Ugur Setheth, deliverer of the people, slaves of the water, bearer of the spirits of Naloth Hotep, child of Thoth, seeker of wisdom."
Okay.
Let that sink in. Whoa.
All right. Well, I
stuff.
reckon we'll call it there.
Yeah.
Next week we'll start from him making the joke to the cashier about carrying the stuff, so that we can, so that we can actually catch people up who missed that part, because it won't be in the YouTube part. It won't be.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
It will restart all of their PCs if they watch it.
I don't know what happened. I have no idea how or why. I was just cracking up, and then all of a sudden it was like pitch black, and I couldn't hear you guys, and it was done.
It looked beautiful because you're just like,
your screen went black.
I saw your finger go.
Screen. Yeah.
But that's right. That was awesome. That was super, super cool.
You guys did well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fatalities yet.
Exactly. We're still alive. We're still alive for next week, so that's great. And I need to figure out why the hell my PC decided just to shut off. I'm glad it did
some good research.
To be honest though, it cut off at a really great time where it was just like a great joke, and then it's just like we can carry on next week. So it's perfect.
Right. Okay, and it's saved somewhere.
Yeah, like Twitch will save it, so it's all good.
Good old Twitch.
Yeah. Unless for some reason they don't save it if you get a power cut. I don't know. I'm sure it is fine. I'm sure it's fine.
It'd be fine.
I don't even notice if chat noticed, to be honest. If
they didn't even notice that it completely stopped. Like,
that's how
seems about the same.
I don't have that tab open, so it's fine. Actually, during that time, our viewer numbers went up.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. I'm just going to have a quick...
Maybe, we should be a black screen from now on.
We either lost all of our viewers. I know we've still got like a few viewers there. So I think I hope we at least lost some by doing that.
You hope we lost some.
And that we just haven't, and that we haven't just been sitting at that low of a number all night. That'd be great. Oh, here we go. Gar said he wondered what happened. He thought it might have just been his Wi-Fi. I did get back on as quickly as I could, so it's not too bad.
It was Gar's Wi-Fi.
It was probably his Wi-Fi that caused it.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Shanon, for running that. I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes.
Yeah, I'm sure it will all work out fine.
I am terrified of what's going to happen, to be honest. But thank you so much, Shanon, for the short notice as well.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back next week to do more of it. Do you reckon it'll be in one more session, 2 more sessions? What do you think?
I think you guys rattle along a pretty good pace,
Okay.
decisive. So it could just be one.
Okay, all right, sweet. We'll see how it goes.
How long does it take characters to bleed out? Like,
yeah. No, it's just one twist of the neck by the sounds of things. And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll be
true.
Yes.
done. Yeah, I am a bit worried that there is an incredibly powerful spirit of some sort that we may not want to stop and fight, but
Or-
we'll see.
a drug dealer.
It could just be a drug dealer.
It's
Right.
all
It's
explainable.
probably- yeah.
Well done getting that tome.
I'm so
expect
stoked.
that.
I'm stoked we got that. In my head, it was just like, oh, we definitely need the tome. We have to.
Yes. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
It does introduce things that, don't necessarily have, aren't necessarily helpful or have a conclusion and things like that. But
Yeah.
they can come up later on, potentially.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you to everyone for watching, and thank you, Shannon, for running that. It was awesome, as always. And we should have this up on YouTube for our Patreons, hopefully by the end of tomorrow. With a really awesome cutoff right near at a great point. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
See you guys online. Come and join the Discord if you're watching and you want to chat to us. See you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.